This copyrighted telecast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Nevada. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the University of Nevada and Learfield.
Hey there, friends, and welcome into the latest edition of Wolfpack All Access presented by Champion Chevrolet. I'm your host this week, Mike Stephenson. When it comes to Nevada men's basketball, it has not been a season for the faint of heart. This week, the Wolfpack looking to shake off 2 straight losses, with Wyoming invading Reno on Tuesday, and shake them off the Silver and Blue did. The Pack stormed out to an early lead before the Cowboys clawed back to within 1 midway through the first half. But that was as close as it would get. Nevada led by 11 at halftime, eventually pulling away for an 84-61 win. That set up a Friday showdown in Las Vegas as Nevada looked for a regular season sweep of rival UNLV. Kobe Sanders on a heater of late, 58 points in the last 2 games, trying to keep it going inside the Thomas & Mack Center, where Nevada would again be without Daniel Foster, still nursing that ankle injury. Sanders seemed up to the tall task early, splashing through the contested jumper. Then Nick Davidson drives through the defense, powering for 2 plus a foul. But Nevada's leading scorer hit just 1 more shot in the game. Justin McBride playing big minutes off the bench. Here he scores off the nice feed from Davidson. Later, Sanders stepping outside and hitting the corner 3. He was not shy in this one. Later, Kobe's blocked at the rim but recovers the rock. He'll find McBride, who scored 12 points off the bench. This one tight, back and forth through the first 13 or so minutes. Then Nevada went cold and UNLV took advantage. The Pack goes scoreless for over 5 minutes, allowing the Rebels to open up a lead that would swell to 10 on this Jaden Henley and 1. On the other end, Sanders doing what he can to keep Nevada in striking distance, first hitting from deep, then driving in for a tough 2. But the Pack was still down 8 at halftime. Second half, Nevada having trouble protecting the paint as Jeremiah Cherry gets loose and throws one down. Rebels by 10. Sanders trying to will Nevada to victory, stopping and popping. He had 30 points, but on 9 of 23 shooting. The Pack just not able to string together stops as Cherry jams another one. He had 4 dunks. UNLV's lead is back to double digits. Nevada later moving it around for Xavier Dussel, who with this make is now just 3 threes away from the Mountain West's all-time mark. Pack down just 7. Then Jariah Coleman gets some second half burn, flushing one through off the pass from Sanders. Nevada showing some signs of life, but ultimately not enough. 7 was as close as it got in the second half as Nevada shoots 34% from the field, just 14% from 3. This 4-point play from Julian Rishwain really breaking it open, as UNLV dominates the board play as well, winning the rebounding battle 48-27. You add it up, and it is Nevada's first loss to its rivals since 2023, 68-55. So Nevada drops to 8-10 in Mountain West play, 16-13 overall, as now the final week of the regular season arrives. The Pack has games Tuesday at home against New Mexico, and then Saturday on the road at San Diego State. Coming up on Wolfpack All Access, we go back to Las Vegas as our Shannon Kelly catches up with head coach Steve Alford.
All right, Coach, just your initial thoughts here.
Yeah, I thought the guys played hard, especially initially, but we just really got out tough. I think in the end it was what if we've struggled with something, it's board play and foul shooting. And today wasn't so much about missing foul shots, we didn't get to the line. I think they might have got maybe 2 or 3 more field goals than we did. I thought both teams shot really poorly from the 3-point line. They were just more aggressive and they pounded us on the glass. We got beat 21 on the glass. So when you get beat that bad on the glass and you get beat bad at the free throw line, it's going to be hard to overcome that. And I thought that was the difference tonight.
Is it frustrating that you guys took steps forward in the rebounding battle against Wyoming and then steps backwards tonight?
Well, that's kind of why we're in the position we're in. We don't take enough steps forward without going backwards. So that's exactly what happens to a team like us. So we got 2 games left in the regular season, and we got to make the most of it next week. But we got 2 very physical teams that we've got to play next week. So we've just got to have guys step up and be tougher, be more physical on the glass. We've had, I think, the last 3 games, Shannon, Tyler, who's 6-foot point guard, might be our first or second leading rebounder. And you just can't have that, so we've got to find more rebounding somewhere.
Why do you feel like it was so difficult for your bigs to be able to slow down Bear Cherry and some of their guys in the paint?
Well, I don't think Cherry got away from us. Henley got away from us. I thought we did a pretty good job on Cherry, and he's a load in there. But we did well for a while, and then I think what has happened to us most of the year, when we miss enough shots, it becomes woe is me, and we worry about missed shots instead of playing defense. And it's just a lesson that we've been trying to learn all season, and we've just been inconsistent with it.
You talk about the missed shots. It just seemed like from the jump you guys were getting some open looks. Is it frustrating that it just spiraled, from the beginning of the game like that?
Yeah, we would have liked to make more shots, obviously, but we could have defended better and more consistently. If we rebound the basketball, if you're missing a lot of shots, go get offensive rebounds. I think we got 7. They got 14. So that's the difference in the game. They get 7 more possessions just through rebounding, and they take those away from us by us not going to the offensive glass, and then by them getting 14 offensive rebounds. So, that's really, I didn't think either team shot the ball particularly well. It's just one team was tougher and did a much better job on the glass.
This game completely polar opposite, really, from the game up in Reno a month ago. I guess just how difficult is it given what you guys, saw from them earlier on just a few weeks ago?
Teams are different, and it was a month ago or more. And you got 2 teams relatively with, what are we, the same records now, 16 and 13? We win at our place, they win at their place. I don't think it's any more than that, other than if you just look at the game, it was board play. And then they were able to get the line because of that more often than what we did.
Just now that you guys do have a quick turnaround, how do you hope that they can flush this and learn as you face this New Mexico team on Tuesday?
Isn't that part of the NIL? They're getting paid to do that now, right? So you gotta turn the page. You gotta figure out the mistakes that were made, and now we got to correct those against a team that's obviously winning the Mountain West right now in New Mexico. So it doesn't get any easier. I was just talking to Kevin. They play New Mexico and San Diego State as well, just like we do. So it's odd that way. But you got a week left in the regular season, and guys have got to figure some things out.
Next, Nevada's women have wrapped up their schedule. We check in on those highlights and more as Wolfpack All Access rolls on.
Wish for a Wish brings the community together to grant wishes to children battling critical illness. The campaign started back in 2021. We've raised $70,000 to date, and our goal this year is to raise $40,000.
Anytime that we can partner up not only with great community partners like Make-A-Wish, but also being able to utilize our sponsorship that we have with UNR for a great cause like this and be able to build in the community, it's a great night for all of us to be involved.
We're obviously very appreciative to be alongside Make-A-Wish and everything that they do. So it's an incredible organization. I'm glad Tanya's very active in it and does an awful lot in it. So it's great having everybody here, and it was great having all the kids here and special one. So it's great having you here. Is this your first game? First game? Did you like it? So you got the Wolfpack down?
Tonight we're honored to share Ileana's story, a brave 7-year-old who was battling leukemia, and she received her wish a few months ago, and it's about all that joy, hope, and inspiration that she received from the wish.
First thing first, very blessed and grateful. I don't even think that is half of what I feel. It was a very heartbreaking, and it still is, just talking about it and saying it out loud that my daughter had to go through that. All those hospitals and treatments and blood transfusions and the heartbreak, here we are now. She's starting school, she's doing sports, she's running around, She's able to be a kid, and that is the one thing as a parent, that's all you want. Her to be a kid and actually enjoying to be a kid. Why do you think we pray for everybody else? Remember what you told me?
So everyone can feel good?
Yeah. Be able to share this awareness not to our local UNR, but to everybody else that was able to come around and see what we're all about, not just us, but also Make-A-Wish and First Credit Union, American First Credit Union are great. And then just Nevada Wolfpack being presented by them too, and it's an honor.
Go Wolfpack.
Wolfpack All Access presented by Champion Chevrolet continues. I'm Mike Stephenson. Once a squad with high expectations, Nevada's women are limping to the finish line, hampered by injuries and inconsistent play. This week, the Silver and Blue finishing up the regular season, first with a final home game Wednesday against Colorado State. And the Rams showed why they are a contender to take the conference tournament, running past a depleted Wolfpack team 61-45. That set up Nevada's finale Saturday at Utah State. For those highlights, here's our Nikki Pica.
The Wolfpack are looking for their 7th conference win and to snap the 4-game losing streak with a victory over the Utah State Aggies. Dymo Maxey fighting through the traffic and takes it to the rim. Nevada on the board first. Lexi Givens doing her thing from downtown pushes Nevada's lead early 7-2. Now it's Imbi Jones down low. She gets it to go, tying her season high 16 points. With the seconds winding down at the end of the first quarter, Maxey takes back the lead for Nevada with this triple. Nevada leading 22-19. On the other side of the arc, Tori Davis flushes the 3 to push a 14-point lead with 2 minutes left in the half. But from there, it's Utah State the rest of the way. In the third, the Aggies put up 37 points alone, making 70% of their shots. The Wolfpack had 27 turnovers to the Aggies' 16. Nevada struggled to convert Utah State's turnovers into points. Utah State takes this one 93-75, the final.
When Wolfpack All Access returns, we feature track and field coach Shantel Twiggs and her more than 2-decade run in Reno. But first, here's Chris Murray with This Week in Wolfpack History, sponsored by Bradley, Drendel, and Janae.
In its 5th season in the Mountain West, the Nevada men's basketball team became the Mountain Best. On March 4th, 2017, the Wolfpack beat Colorado State 85-72 in a winner-take-all game at Lawler Event Center, clinching the Mountain West title in its regular season finale. Cameron Oliver tallied 29 points and 17 rebounds, Jordan Caroline had 18 points and 15 rebounds, and Marcus Marshall chipped in with 18 points and 10 assists to become the first trio of Wolfpack players to record a double-double in the same game in 27 seasons. That was enough to clinch Nevada Hoops' first conference championship since joining the Mountain West in 2012. This is an unbelievable night for our program and for our university, head coach Eric Musselman declared after the victory.
We are back on Wolfpack All Access, presented by Champion Chevrolet. I'm Mike Stephenson. With the pending retirement of legendary diving coach Jin Lee Yu, it will be Nevada's track and field coach who now becomes the most tenured on campus. Our Zach Larson recently sat down with Shantel Twiggs as she embarks on her 3rd decade in the biggest little city.
Shantel Twiggs didn't expect her run with the Wolfpack to last long.
I thought I'd be here for maybe 5 years, maybe 10, but 5 years, and then I'd move on to the next place.
But it has now been over 20 years since Nevada's then new athletic director, Carrie Groth, brought Twiggs with her from Northern Illinois.
I said to Shantel, listen, if we have an opening, if this becomes an opening, I'd love to see your name in the pool. So we did a search, and once again, Shantel got it. And I remember telling her, there's not a lot of people that look like you here yet. Our department was wasn't as diverse as it should be. And I said, you can help that.
It was not an easy thing for me just to up, and leave my athletes that I had. I started Northern Illinois from scratch. It didn't have track, it had cross country only.
With Twiggs came 3 years of head coaching experience with the Huskies. And before that, a record-setting career at Northern Iowa, where as a sprinter, Twiggs' All-American accolades landed her in the Panthers Hall of Fame.
By all means, it's made me and who I am today. Before I came to Nevada, and maybe even from time to time, I bled purple and gold. I swear you cut me and it was purple inside. There was no red blood going through me, right? That's for Iowa State.
Fast forward to today, Twiggs' program has produced 21 All-American honors. But more than the achievements, she cherishes the lasting memories of helping shape her student athletes into the people they are after college.
It is sometimes about the championships won because you want to see positive things happen. But then it's also this other part of how did you affect the people that were around you? You know, what lasting things did you leave with them?
She has helped me to navigate and from the changes around me, and also helped me to get into my goal and work with my goals, what I want and how I want to achieve it.
A trailblazer in her own right, Twiggs is one of only 5 black head coaches in Nevada's history, something she doesn't take for granted.
Sometimes I can't even put it into words. You know, that someone that looks like me can definitely see that this could be their path. You know that when you look around that there's not a lot of people that look like you who are leading programs, not just at your university, but across the country, and just having this opportunity and know that the many people that came before me that didn't have these opportunities to be at a school like the University of Nevada, don't take it lightly. It's unbelievable, and I hope I carry that torch for the next generation.
And that generation will forever feel her lasting impact, thanks to her efforts in helping bring a state-of-the-art indoor track and field facility to Reno, a huge step forward for a program seeking its first Mountain West title.
We're home. There's a level of calmness, of peace that one comes, that you get to see it full circle that sometimes you never get to see. And of course, I want to win some championships. You know, I want to, get more kids to the national championships. But I just want to know that I've made that impact on the kids I coach, the staff that I've hired, just helping them reach their greatness.
For Wolfpack All Access, I'm Zach Larson.
And just this week, Nevada announcing Coach Twiggs has signed a 3-year extension to remain in silver and blue. New facility and a new contract. Many congrats to Coach. That feature was part of NSN's annual Black History Month coverage. If you'd like to see the rest of what we did, you can head over to nevadasportsnet.com. Next on Wolfpack All Access, we are throwing around some weight with Nevada softball. Stick with us.
Work on your breathing. Good. Atta baby. Here we go, all the way. Good. Way to work. What do you want to do? 10. All right. Yeah. Good. Get up. Come on. Come on. Come on. You had it. I think that was a PR in front squat, not gonna lie. Really? We're gonna have a little AS tomorrow. You to do the other one? Oh my god. No, not that one. Why? I've done it before. No, it's such a cute little baby microphone.
Backstage flat. By 12 on the blue break. Okay, very small win.
Oh! What now, Danny? Is it from benching yesterday? Do you think?
Make it look nice though. You gotta put the blue ones on.
Well, we can't. We can't.
It's really just
Danny, my quads have not done that yet. Back on 3, 1, 2, 3, back!
Really fun stuff there in the weight room with Nevada softball, that piece put together by our Nikki Pica. The Pack continuing its early season run of tournament play, spending this weekend in Sacramento and next weekend in Fresno. Meanwhile, Wolfpack baseball hosted Northern Colorado over the weekend and will now visit San Francisco for a series next week. Wrapping things up now with a quick note from the athletic department, which wants to see you at Nevada basketball's home finale as the guys host first place New Mexico. Nevada will honor its seniors as it takes on the Lobos Tuesday at 6 p.m. It's a blue out, and tickets can be secured at mynevadatickets.com or by calling 775-348-PACK. That is all she wrote, y'all. I'm Mike Stephenson saying so long, friends. We'll see you next week on Wolfpack All Access, presented by Champion Chevrolet.
This has been an exclusive presentation from Learfield.